Me and my coworkers, we were all sitting around, we were all picking numbers for the office lottery pool, right? When one of my coworkers just stops and he looks up and he goes, "You know what? I'm starting to think they make winning the lottery hard on purpose." I was like, yeah. He's like, no, like think about it. If you had to match less numbers, more people would win. I was like, I think you're onto something there, keep going. He's like, yeah, like I think if they really wanted to make more people millionaires, they could totally make that happen. I was like, wow, you have blown this conspiracy wide open. Cannot wait until the press gets a hold of this. And like, that's a grown man, but clearly that's the first time that the concept of odds or probability have ever occurred to him. And I don't know if you've ever seen an idiot discover a branch of mathematics, but it was destroying his life. You know what I mean? Like, this is the first time that it ever occurred to him that maybe not everything in life was set up to go his way. And I just picture him now having to like carry that lesson forward to his kids, you know, like maybe coaching their kids' soccer team or something, being like, okay kids, okay, good job, good hustle out there guys, good hustle. But I'm not gonna lie to you kids, I'm starting to think the other team is making it hard to win on purpose. Or reading his favorite book, you know, closes it, puts it down on the nightstand, he's like, you know, I'm starting to think they make Finding Waldo hard on purpose. Yeah, like I don't think all these barbershop pulls and candy canes are here by coincidence. I think they did that on purpose. I'm not a big gambler myself. Don't really play the lottery. I don't gamble. I occasionally play some poker with some friends. But last time I was actually at a casino. It was actually many years ago. It was actually with my ex-girlfriend, so a really long time ago. And the one thing you need to know about me and my ex-girlfriend is we were very different people, right? Like she was very spiritual. I was kind of more of an atheist. Right? She was really big into the paranormal. I was kind of more of a skeptic. She would do things like read tarot cards, and I would do things like tell her that's bullshit. So very different people. And, you know, we dated. It didn't work out, but we dated for 3 years. And I think when a relationship doesn't work out, it's very tempting to kind of look back at that as maybe a bit of a waste of time. You know what I mean? Yeah, you agree. But I look at it like this, right? Like I actually grew a lot in that relationship. I learned a lot about how to get along with people I don't see eye to eye for. So I actually look back at that relationship as a really good 6 months. Dated for 3 years, really good 6 months. Which 6? The first 6. It was the first 6. Anyone ever do that? Everyone look back on something and know the exact moment you should have gotten out, right? Like a couple of people, like anybody here with a closet full of Beanie Babies being like, ah, should have gotten out of those in '99. That was that relationship for me. But around the month 7 mark, we decided, you know what, we're going to spice things up a little. We're going to go on a bit of a mini vacation, right? So I rented a car. We got a good deal on a hotel down in Niagara Falls, and we headed down there. And we spent, about 10 minutes watching the most beautiful natural wonder of the world, Niagara Falls, and then the rest of the afternoon at the tacky midway they built on top of it. Like we were whacking moles, we were hoop tossing. We visited a couple wax museums, which, how are wax museums still a thing? That's what I'd like to know. Right? Like the internet's killed record stores and print journalism, but somehow wax museums are still out here. Being like, hey, you ever wonder what Barack Obama looks like? And you just pull out your phone, you're like, not that. That's not what he looks like at all. Yeah, they're still thriving. So after an afternoon of that, my girlfriend's like, or my ex is like, hey, let's go to the casino. We're down here. I'm like, okay. And walking to that casino, I kind of expected it to be that same kind of carnival energy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people playing games, having fun, flashing lights, that kind of energy. And that is not the energy of the casino we walked into. The first thing I heard when we walked in was, oh God, what am I going to tell my wife? Like fun. So we're wandering around for a bit, seeing old ladies in oxygen masks, like at slot machines, wearing diapers, like that kind of thing. And I'm like, and I turned to my ex and I was like, this is actually pretty depressing. She goes, what do you mean? I was like, well, everyone here is supposed to be having fun, but everyone's alone, nobody's smiling, and nobody here is going to win anything. They're all just losing money they can't afford to lose. And she goes, well, if the universe wants you to win, you'll win. I was like, what? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's like, first of all, there's no such thing as the universe, right? Like, there's a universe, but that cares about, like, dissipating heat and neutralizing electric charge. Right? There's no universe that cares whether I, Craig Fay, hit it big at the slots at Casino Niagara. And even if there was, I'm not playing the universe, I'm playing the casino. They literally decide how often people win. They control the odds. Like, on a long enough time frame, the house always wins. And she's like, still, the universe wants you to win. You'll win. And I was like, no, look, I'll prove it to you. Okay? And I took a $20 bill out of my wallet and I put it in the nearest slot machine. I was like, look, I guarantee you I'm going to lose this $20, right? And I start hitting that button. I was like, I don't even understand how to play this game. I don't even know what symbols I'm supposed to match up. I'm just losing money. I'm just losing money. I'm just losing money. And then all of a sudden the machine lights up and all these bells go off. And I won $150. Yeah. And she's like, see? And I was like, no. No, this doesn't prove anything, right? This is just like a 1 in 10,000 chance, right? Like, if I kept playing, I'd lose that $150. And she's like, okay, keep playing then. And here's the thing. I realized in that moment that I was willing to be about $20 worth of right in that situation. You know what I mean? Like $20 to win an argument? Absolutely. Every time I'm paying that fee. You know what I mean? That is a discount price to boost the old ego. You know what I mean? But $150. If I'm going to spend $150 to make myself feel good, it's going to be on something a lot nicer than an I told you so, you know? So I swallow my pride. I'm like, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I'm gonna go cash out. We go to leave the casino. And my ex is just like, hang on 1 second before we leave. I'm just gonna use the bathroom, wait for me out here. So I'm waiting there and I'm like, I'm still right though. You know? Like, I bet I got time before she gets back from the bathroom to turn this around, right? Like I could still lose $20 by the time she gets back from the bathroom, right? So I take another 20 out of my wallet. I put it in the nearest slot machine. Immediately won $250. And I'm sitting there like, oh no, what am I gonna tell my girlfriend? Guy walking by is like, I know how you feel. I was like, statistically you don't. So grand total for the whole weekend, after the $40 I put into the slot machines, I am up a grand total of $360. We're driving back to Toronto. My ex is ecstatic. She's talking about auras and crystals and stuff like that. We get a block away from returning the rental car, when all of a sudden, BAM! Right front tire of the car explodes. Jagged piece of metal right through the sidewalk. I get the spare on, I drop it at the place, they're like, don't worry about it, we'll send you a bill in a couple weeks for what you owe us for the repairs. A couple weeks go by, I open up this letter, and I owed them $360. The exact amount of money I won at the casino. And I took that letter, I was like, look, see, over a long enough time frame, the house always wins. And then she's like, yeah, except we're not in the casino anymore. That's just the universe giving you exactly how much money you needed to fix that car. And I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to think that the universe is making it hard to win on purpose.